Okay, here in this video, this is a soft tissue recovery work. So when I talk about myofascial release, this is what I'm referring to, and the use of certain tools that we employ. You know, I can't say enough about this and how it really helps your body's conditioning. I'm rattling on here describing what it is I'm getting ready to show you and what you're going to learn in this series. So, from the use of the stick to the foam roller itself, you have a lot of injuries that happen. So not only do you want to stretch the muscle, but you also want to go through a process of self massage to help loosen up those particular areas. So when and if you do start to experience what I refer to as the yellow light, or the body expressing to you with pain that there's something not quite right, you're going to probably need to make the decision not to continue to exercise or cut back from either really hyper aggressive exercise, meaning your frequency, your duration, your intensities, or change the type. Here, I'm getting ready to show you probably the most aggressive hip flexor stretch that I have. I've shown you some down on the mat earlier, but here I just basically go through the process and show you visually with these just little small cues here. So let's say, for example, you are someone or know someone that has back pain. This is one that can be done. Again, it's all about proper positioning, all about proper breathing, and it's all about having someone observe you. I mean, we can read this or we can watch this video and see it and get fairly close to duplicating these movements on our own. And I think a lot of you are very skilled at being able to do this, but there are a segment of people in our population that even though they watch something like this, once they try to put themselves in that position, they may have a couple of steps, a little bit off. And so they're not really able to benefit from the stretch because their body mechanics or body position isn't in the right, spot to feel it effectively. So this is where another set of eyes helps you to do this. And when you have someone like myself, for example, that's been doing it for quite some time, you can have another set of eyes that are qualified to say, hey, yeah, you're doing great. Or, if you move this here and you hold that there and then you breathe like this, you'll get through this a lot easier. So this one was a real eye-opener for me. I had a personal injury that I almost had to get back surgery on until I learned that particular stretch. This one, you've probably done the pigeon stretch on the mat, and this one takes it up a notch and it's very aggressive. So if you can't get into some of these stretches, it's probably because you're overly tight and need to use a progression below where you're attempting to start. So like school, you have to start at a certain level that you're qualified to start at. If you're in first grade, start in first grade. Don't think you're ready for a PhD program. I'm kind of, going to reinforce that to you multiple times. But as you watch this video, you'll understand. And if you attempt to do it, understand if you can't get in it, don't try to rip and pull your body into a particular position to make it happen. Just relax, attempt it once or twice. If you can get close to it, as I demonstrated the multiple different foot positions there, then maybe give it a try. So this is a very aggressive stretch for your butt, again, which affects your back and also affects your knee if you have pain there. There are a series of different aggressive foam roller strategies. I also use, some of the tools like this softball to hit different areas. I'm not going to sit here and go through the whole thing, but you'll get a chance to observe that. Use of and the implementation of the foam roller to also help hit those areas, as I describe certain stretches and positions that you need to be in for that. And here I'm also going through chest, and then I think down here this is lower body. Now this one I have a whole new series of videos for that I'm filming for the Fat Loss Project, so you'll get a chance to see those next. Okay, so that's a self myofascial release and soft tissue.